Court is now in session. As a judge, this is my first day of doing Zoom court sessions. So please speak up immediately if you are having issues with connectivity or audio. Today's court session will be to set the child support amount for the infant of Molly and Manny, as well as setting a temporary visitation schedule until the official custody case in the coming weeks. Who currently has the child in their possession? I do, Your Honor. I have had our child in my custody since being released from the hospital. I have offered and attempted to take my daughter as well, Your Honor. Molly refuses to allow me to have access to my baby and take her for private visitation. Have you had any access to your child since birth? Barely. She allowed me to come see her one time in her home and then kicked me out after just a few minutes. It has done a number on my mental and emotional health. I just want to see my child. Your Honor, after causing a scene and accusing me of causing our child's medical condition in the hospital, Manny left and did not return to visit his daughter in the NICU for 2 weeks, or even answer the phone to learn about her condition. Upon our release, I invited him to come see our child with the request that only he come to keep exposure to outside germs, at a minimum. He was aware of this and still brought his visibly ill mother, who is also in active addiction. Manny was only made to leave when his mother attempted to fight my roommate's mother in the driveway, and he became belligerent towards me and attempted to take our medically fragile child outside to his mother. My attorney has submitted the video evidence from my security system at home, which depicts exactly what was just described. She also submitted the police report from Manny's mother's recent overdose and hospital stay, as well as the needles and pipes I found in the home when staying there. Manny, is your mother still residing in your home? Yes, Your Honor, she is and will be staying until she is ready to check herself into an inpatient rehab. I want to do everything I can to help my mother be the best grandmother she can. It is very respectable to want to help your mother through her addiction. But you must also then accept and understand why your home would not be a safe place for a medically fragile infant to visit. This court does not take child safety lightly. She doesn't use in my home. And I don't know where Molly found those needles, but they were in my home because she planted them. My mother would never do that. Neither would I. Sir, your mother is an active Dr. Zero grams addict. They are not known to be trustworthy or predictable. I understand you not wanting to acknowledge this, but I will not be granting visitation in your home while she resides there. Your Honor, my attorney also requests that Manny is to submit to a Dr. G test before any sort of visitation as well. Manny has a history of Dr. G abuse, and we would like to ensure he is still sober before allowing him back around our child. That was almost 10 years ago, Your Honor. Outside of cigarettes and alcohol, I do not partake in any Dr. Zero grams seconds. This is a valid concern and request when you have an active addict living and using around you. I will order you to undergo a hair follicle Dr. G screening within the next hours before I rule on any type of visitation. I don't have money to pay for a Dr. Zero grams screening within the next 24 hours. What am I supposed to do? I would suggest you find the money somewhere. If you come back negative, it will be ordered that Molly must repay you for the cost of the test. How do you not have the money for a test? We just received a stimulus check, and you should have been paid just last week. Unfortunately, I was let go from my position due to COVID the same day I was served papers for court. Hopefully, I will receive unemployment soon. You work at the garage your father owns right across the street from Diana's parents' house. Frank saw you there yesterday. Frank is an old man. He must have confused me with another Hispanic man. You know how racist white men can be. Now moving on to the matter of child support. Molly, will you be returning to work after your maternity leave? No, Your Honor, my daughter is too medically fragile to expose her to germs from my job or daycare. I will be staying at home with her and living off of my savings and the disability stipend I am to be paid each month from the government. In this state, child support is calculated using the income of both parents. I will be inputting your income as full-time minimum wage because you will have some sort of income. Manny, how much do you currently make? Your Honor, I have already told you that I was laid off. I currently have no income, not even unemployment. That must be very difficult to cope with, going from a well-paying job to nothing at all. How much were you making before being laid off? It is awful, Your Honor. I was making close to $30 an hour. Money is very tight now to keep my bills and quality of life up. I would really ask for the state minimum child support, and we could maybe reevaluate later once I am employed. Seeing you have the earning capability of an hour, I will be setting your income for child support at an hour. I will give you a bit of a break since you are actively seeking an equal-paying job. You cannot do that. I don't have a job. You set her income at $7.25, and she told you she is willingly sitting on her ass doing nothing. Sir, this is my courtroom, and I will do as I see fit. The mother of your child is staying at home to protect your child's health due to her medical conditions. You are claiming to have been fired from a family-owned job. Your income is set at $25 an hour. Going off of the state guidelines for child support, your total monthly child support amount to pay is a month. This is to be paid on the first of every month, with a 5-day grace period. This amount will not change unless your current employment status changes and your income increases. I expect results of your Dr. Zero Grams test on my desk by end of day tomorrow. Court dismissed. I'm not taking the damn Dr. Zero Grams test. That's ridiculous and insulting, and you know it. Okay, that's fine by me. Seriously. After all this drama, you're just going to drop it like that? Just because you got your money, I bet. No, I'm not dropping it. The judge will just not grant you any type of visitation until you do and pass. And your money is a drop in the bucket to what it costs to raise a child like daughter. This is bullshit. Let me come see my daughter. You can video call if you'd like, but you will not be coming here. Please comply to the judge's orders so you don't end up in trouble. Fine. I'll take it. But just be ready to pay me back that money in the next few days. And then I will be coming for my baby. That's fine. I hope I do have to pay you back. I want nothing more than for you to be the father you always spoke about being when we first found out I was pregnant. Have you taken the rest? When will you know your results? Mind your damn business. Okay. I guess let me know if I'm needing to pay you back. Jesus Christ, do you ever stop talking? Honestly, what did I ever fucking see in you? Are you wanting to video chat with daughter tonight? She is about to get her bath and final nursing session before bed. So if you want to call, please do so within the next minutes. How many times do I need to tell you I'm not fucking video chatting with a baby? It does me no good, and I'm definitely not using that time to have to listen to your annoying ass voice. Fuck off and leave me alone. Okay, have a great night. Let me know whenever you're wanting to schedule a video call. Good morning, Molly. How are you and baby doing today? We are good. How are you? Did the results from Manny's Dr. Zero Grams test come back yet? Yes, ma'am, they did. I was just waiting on the official email from the judge's chambers before calling you to give you an update. Oh my God, that cannot be good. He's using again, isn't he? Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, the tests did come back as he was indeed using again. He tested positive for multiple substances. Do you know what he tested positive for? Or are we not allowed to have that information? We do know. He tested positive for cocaine, benzoyl-conane, norcocaine, marijuana, oxycodone, oxymorphone, and heroin. Jesus Christ! What are we supposed to do now? I need to keep him away from my baby. What did the judge say? The judge has officially granted you full custody of daughter, both legal and physical. Normally, in these circumstances, the other parent is allowed supervised visitation if they can test clean before the visit. But it's not safe for baby to be at a supervision center right now. If she gets sick, she could unalive. You are correct, and the judge is aware of this. Therefore, she has decided that in lieu of supervised visitation, Manny will be allowed twice a week 30-minute video calls. If he can test clean for a certain amount of time and the doctors approve it, we will then switch to the center. So what do we do in the meantime? Does he know already? He should have received the email today as well. If he contacts you to harass you, direct him to talk to me. You have a court order to back you up now, and he officially has no rights. What you say goes. So he can't just take the baby and refuse to return her anymore. Unfortunately, police will not get involved in a civil dispute like that. So just make sure he has no access to baby when you are not present.